We now stay in the region where, in a major diplomatic shift, Syria's new government has agreed to help the United States locate missing Americans, including journalist Austin Tice and humanitarian aid worker Majd Kamalmaz. The announcement came from US envoy Tom Barrack, who called it a powerful step forward. It follows a series of developments since the ouster of former President Bashar al-Assad in December. The new interim leader, Ahmed al-Shara, has been working to rebuild relations with the West after years of isolation. The United States and the European Union have both lifted sanctions on Syria this month. In response, Damascus has restructured its interior ministry, promising to fight drug and human smuggling, respect human rights, and even reopen tourism. US envoy Tom Barrack met Shara in Istanbul, stressing America's support for a new Syria, one that can offer its people security and a chance to rebuild. The US says this new pathway could also help safeguard the region from ISIS and jihadist threats. More from the Middle East once again. The Israeli army says it intercepted a missile launched from Yemen earlier today, just moments after air sirens sounded across Jerusalem. In a statement, the Israeli military confirmed that the missile was successfully intercepted. Israel's National Rescue Service reports no injuries linked to this latest launch, but the situation remains volatile. This comes just one day after the Israeli military intercepted two other missiles fired from Yemen, with at least one person reportedly injured while seeking shelter. Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels have been targeting Israel with missiles and drones since the outbreak of the Gaza war in October 2023. Attacks they claim are acts of solidarity with the Palestinians. While the group briefly halted operations during the 2-month ceasefire, their campaign resumed when Israel relaunched its offensive in Gaza. The Houthis have now issued a fresh warning, threatening to impose a naval blockade on the Israeli port of Haifa in response to what they describe as an escalating military aggression. We now move on once again. As part of India's global diplomatic outreach following Operation Sindoor, multiple all-party parliamentary delegations are reaching out to the international community across 33 global capitals. MP Ashok Banerjee said that the team's outreach in Japan highlighted India's courage and clarity in its fight against terror. This team, led by MP Sanjay Jha, has now arrived in South Korea after wrapping up engagements in Japan. In the United States, Congress MP Shashi Tharoor and his team paid tribute at the 9/11 memorial in New York. Describing it as a deeply moving experience, Tharoor called for a united global front against terrorism and emphasized India's calibrated response under Operation Sindoor. He strongly pointed to Pakistan's role in the Pahalgam terror attack. Take a listen.
As I say, only to send a message about terror. We are not interested, and we still remain absolutely clear that we are not interested in warfare with Pakistan. We would much rather be left alone to grow our economy and pull our people into the world that they're getting ready for in the 21st century. That the Pakistanis have. Sadly, we may be a status quo power, they are not. They are a revisionist power, they covet territory that India controls, and they want to have it at any price. And if they can't get it through conventional means, they're willing to get it through terrorism. That is not acceptable to us, and that's really the message that we are here to give all of us, all of you in this country.
In the Gulf, a multi-party delegation has arrived in Myanmar, Bahrain. The delegation met in Bahrain Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa. Meanwhile, another delegation led by MP Supriya Sul has reached Qatar. The delegation paid formal tribute to Mahatma Gandhi at the Indian Embassy in Doha. The team will continue its diplomatic efforts in South Africa, Ethiopia and Egypt. We now move over to South Asia. ASEAN foreign ministers have renewed their call for regional unity, pledging continued support to Myanmar amid ongoing political and humanitarian challenges. Meeting in Kuala Lumpur on Sunday, Malaysian Foreign Minister Mohammed Hassan highlighted the bloc's quick response to Myanmar's recent earthquake, calling it a true reflection of ASEAN's core values: compassion, solidarity and humanity. Hassan urged Myanmar's stakeholders to strengthen the current ceasefire and work towards long-term peace. He said ASEAN must use its voice on the global stage, not just speak up for the oppressed, but to push for solutions based on principles and international law. Malaysia currently holds ASEAN's rotating chair and says the bloc must not remain silent in the face of crisis. Let's listen in to what the Malaysian Foreign Minister had to say.
Took swift and immediate action following the tragic earthquake that struck parts of Myanmar and Thailand. Our quick response is a reflection of the spirit of compassion, solidarity and humanity that inspired the founding of ASEAN. It is also a testament to the unwavering commitment of ASEAN Assembly to support Myanmar in this time of call on the stakeholders in Myanmar to cease hostilities and to extend and expand the ceasefire to facilitate the long and difficult path towards recovery and ease the suffering of the people of Myanmar. We cannot remain silent. We have a voice in world affairs, and we must use our voice to speak up for the oppressed and offer solutions grounded in principles and international law.
We move on once again. Indonesia and China have agreed to strengthen bilateral ties as Chinese Premier Li Qiang met Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto in Jakarta. Premier Li said Beijing is ready to work with Indonesia to tackle risks and challenges and promote common development, praising their growing partnership in trade, security and infrastructure. The leaders vowed to deepen cooperation across politics, economy and people-to-people ties, with Prabowo calling China a close and good friend. Li's visit comes as China seeks stronger regional alliances ahead of the ASEAN GCC summit in Malaysia. Let's listen in to what both the leaders had to say.
Bawa kebaikan tidak hanya kepada kedua negara kita, tapi kepada seluruh kawasan Asia dan bahkan mungkin juga dunia.
我们希望广大企业能够通过互惠互利、加强合作、密切国际经贸往来，共同维护多边贸易体系，推动普惠包容的经济全球化。 面向未来，中国和印尼的合作。
We move back to South Asia, where reports of enforced disappearances have once again surfaced from Balochistan, according to the Balok Jageti Committee, a human rights movement established in response to human rights abuses in Balochistan. 4 individuals have allegedly been abducted from different locations across the province over the past few days. 25-year-old Abid Hussain was reportedly abducted from his residence in Kalidato, Mustang on the 24th of May 2025 at around 5 a.m. He is a car showroom worker by profession. 17-year-old Abdul Razak was abducted from his residence in Kili Mangalabad, Quetta at around 2 a.m. on May the 24th. He is a student. 19-year-old Mohammed Aishak, a driver by profession, was also abducted on May the 24th at around 2 a.m. from his residence as well. Meanwhile, 23-year-old Majid Balok, a student hailing from Karsga, was abducted on the 22nd of May at around 12:30 a.m. from his residence.